Have you been to a horse race or something as big as the Breeders' Cup? Well, stay tuned and check this out. We're going to give you a glimpse inside so you know what to expect before you go and to see if it's even something that you want to do. This is our first year at the Breeders' Cup, and we were very excited because we own a very slight portion of a horse called Straight No Chaser. So if you ever come to this event, parking's very expensive. We ended up staying at a hotel, which is another video of a review of that, and we just Ubered over, which made it real simple. It was a little bit of a walk to get in, but the entrance was very elegant here, and purple was the theme. So when you first come in, they had brochures for you, and left or right side, you could stop and take pictures, which they take them for you, and guess what? They were free. Okay, and then you get in line.
And this is one of these days in Monterey Bay, with 48.76 for a half mile.
Another great thing about coming to an event like this where, you know, people do dress up, we kind of dressed up, is the people watching. So there we are, but we get to walk around, check everything out, and see how everybody's dressed. And there was some really good costumes or people dressed up, and there was even a $1,000 costume contest that you could be a part of. We didn't, and we didn't actually see it, but it's there, and maybe next year. So throughout the area, they had some cool vendors. Obviously, you could buy a very expensive hat for the day. They had boots and cobbler, I believe they're called, where they just fit you and set you up with some boots. Very expensive, but there was some really nice ones there. Maker's Mark was there, different areas where you could get alcohol, drinks, and food. So it was set up nice, and really felt like you were at a more glamorous event. You know, it'd be really cool to go to a Kentucky Derby. Maybe that's next on the list. This is inside where you can get food, drinks, and actually place some bets. They had actual people, and then they had kiosk. So you choose. We do it over our phones. It's much easier to do it on the app. And then, hey, look, we found Trevor's Tavern. Looks like my brother-in-law expanded and didn't tell us. So these are where our tickets were for. Probably one of the cheaper ones, but you basically just grab a bench or you stand out there and you watch the race. It had a pretty good vantage point here, being able to see everything, and it was cool how the crowd shifted depending on what was going on. So here they're carrying out the American flag. So the first couple races weren't technically part of the Breeders' Cup races. So they're carrying out the flag. So there's going to be a big kickoff, and they're going to have the flag out on the field there and do the national anthem. And if you've never been to horse races, it is quite amazing and crazy to think that you can feel the horses as they're stomping by, and they are really elegant and fast. So here's the center court. So what they were doing is parading the horses here before each race. So everybody would gather here, and then when they were done parading them, they would take them over, saddle them up, and then they walked them over up kind of to the left there through the grandstands and out to the field. So you would have the whole crowds here looking at their horses or looking at the horses. This one here is our Straight No Chaser, race number 6. And then everybody would shift over to go and watch the race. So it was pretty neat to see that dynamic. Now it's time for our race. Now our horse, Straight No Chaser, is defending champ for sprints from last year. We had high hopes. The odds were like 8-1, I think, by the time the race started, or maybe they came down a little bit to 5 or 6. And he was number 12 and out on the outside, so we had high hopes for this one.
Looks good. Looks real good.
Okay, it's time for the race to start.
They're off. In the Breeders' Cup Sprint, Straight No Chaser, Venturado, and Madhouse go out to the front.
Yes.
American Stage is central on the inside of them to try to run with these speedballs, and 4 of them do get out early on, flying up front. Then Imagination, Mulligan, Dr. Bankman, and
Come on, Straight.
on the outside. Nakatomi is next, then Vanishing, followed by the Billy Copian, who's down toward the rail. Pinky Spirits on the far outside, then Big City Lights, Upsick Blues is the traitor as they race for the hard turn.
Nice, on the outside,
21.48 seconds.
Sliding in.
Tornado and Straight No Chaser has the 3 furlong pole together.
Come on.
Last year, up to this year on the hard turn. American Stage of Japan is third on the inside. Mulligan is under pressure. Imagination is coming on now. One off the rail.
Come on, Straight No Chaser. Come on. Come on, baby.
Straight No Chaser. Imagination splits up.
Come on.
American Stage is running up to 1-2.
Come on. Come on.
Unfortunately, we didn't win, but it was a great race. And we ended up staying for a few more races, and then we called it a day. It was a great event. And definitely, you know, if you're interested in horse racing, this is one to check out. Don't forget to check out more videos. Thanks for watching.